Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name is Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. Tomorrow night, Anthony Joshua faces Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia. Right. First of all, I'm not going to be as dismissive of Francis Ngannou as I was in the build-up to the Tyson Fury fight. And I wasn't alone. No one gave him a chance. We all thought it was going to be a mismatch. It was just going to be a joke of a fight. Ultimately, it proved to be a competitive fight. Francis was better than we all thought. I give him credit for that, but let's not kid ourselves. That version of Tyson Fury wouldn't have beat British level fighters, right? There's a reason he came in at a career heaviest. Look at the shape he's in now in the build up to the Usyk fight, and look at the shape he was in then. He didn't come in at a career heaviest because he was doing an extensive strength and conditioning program. It's because he ate too many burgers and completely overlooked Francis, right? Like we all did. But at the end of the day, we're not getting in the ring. It's Tyson's job to get fit and to prepare for a fight. He was ill prepared, and it showed in the fights. And if you don't think that was the main factor in the fight, I think you're living in cloud cuckoo land. Maybe I'll be proved wrong tomorrow night, but this is my opinion, right? I get the point that a lot of people make, which is in the heavyweight division, you don't have to have as much technical ability as the other weight divisions, right? If you have a strong punch and a good chin, you'll get far in heavyweight boxing. And to be fair to Francis, those are two things he most certainly has. He has a strong chin and he can punch like I've never seen before, to be quite honest with you. I understand that. But at the end of the day, he's had one pro boxing match. I don't care how many MMA fights he's had. He's had one professional boxing fight against a ill-prepared Tyson Fury, right? This fight is a different kettle of fish. There's footage for AJ to review. He's confident, he's in form, and more importantly, he's not overlooking Francis. Watch the first seconds of the Tyson Fury fight. Fury comes out and literally throws a right hand, left hook, or a left hook, right hand, one of the two, immediately straight away off the bat. First few seconds, he genuinely thought he was going to take him out like that. Watch it back. Tyson's never done that. No fighter does that in a dangerous fight. You have to work your opponent out. You get into the round. Tyson just thought he could bomb him out. It never worked. Joshua isn't going to walk up to Ngannou and just try and bomb him out. Right? He's an Olympic Games gold medalist, two-time unified world heavyweight champion. People talk as though that's easy. Oh, AJ's a manufactured fighter. He's never that good. He's a blown-up bodybuilder. As though it's easy to accomplish those things. If it was that easy, we all would do it. He started boxing at 18. He has no business whatsoever being a world champion. Never mind a unified world champion. Right? It's unbelievable how he started boxing at the age of 18 to where he is now. I've never seen anything like it. Unbelievable, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Still, people say he can't box, he can't do this and he can't do that. He's one of the best heavyweights in the world. Okay, we all criticised him the last few years, really. He sort of lost that edge. Okay, he's open to that. Right? Every fighter is, just like in any sport, if you're not performing, people are going to criticise you. It's part and parcel of the territory. But the stick he gets, it's just, I've never known anything like it. People just dismiss it. Just dismiss his achievements. Oh, he got beat by Ruiz. Okay? Andy Ruiz is a dangerous fighter. He's a world-class fighter. He'd beat most heavyweights. People forget that he avenged that defeat. Oh, Ruiz didn't come in shape. Right, okay. Anthony Joshua's got a glass jaw. He got up against Klitschko, who's probably one of the hardest hitters in heavyweight history. He got up from a right hand from him, right? And he got up countless times against Ruiz. He got up. He wasn't stopped on the floor. He was on his feet. Oh, he's got a glass chin. It's just, people say he got beat by Usyk. One of the best fighters that's ever lived. Okay, he lost the decision 2 times. Not the end of the world. It happens. You face the best, you'll lose at some point. And still people criticise him. The amount of people I've heard say this is a 50-50 fight, and if AJ tries to walk through Francis, or if he tries to put the pressure on, he'll get counted. I don't believe Francis Ngannou has the ability to knock Anthony Joshua out. Does he have the punch? Yes. We understand it. We get it. He does. But I think that Fury, the left hand it was a left hand that put him down. He was just throwing it. I genuinely don't think he meant that. I know it may sound stupid. You might think I'm discrediting him, but Fury was coming forward. He sort of leaned into the shot and he just caught him like that. He just sort of threw it. You know, you don't want to get hit by Francis, but I don't believe he's going to do that against Anthony Joshua. Joshua, right, will keep him at bay with a jab. He will go to the body. He will surgically break him down. The idea that Francis can't get knocked out is just fairyland stuff. If Joshua hits him on the chin, he will go to sleep. I don't care who you are. It's heavyweight boxing. If Francis catches Joshua on the chin, flush, he's going to sleep. I understand that. But I don't think Ngannou has the foot movement and capability to do that. I understand it can happen. Right? I'm not going to be as dismissive. I was saying last time he's not going to land a glove on Fury and this and that. I'm not going to say that. But a lot of people are forgetting Francis faded as the fight went on. Right? He faded. He hardly threw any punches in the last 2 rounds. AJ is used to fighting 5 rounds, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds. You know, he's been the decision. He's done the 12 rounds before. Right? So at one point, we all thought AJ would gas after 5, 6 rounds, but he's shown he can get a second wind. He's just going to surgically break Francis down. Right? He's not going to walk up to him and try and knock him out. I think he'll just bounce his head up and down, to be honest. Double jabs, right hands, going to the body. The feints will be different. Right? Tyson was trying to feint, okay, and Ngannou wasn't biting to it, but Joshua will be smart with it. Right, he'll see the footage of that, so he won't just feint for the sake of it. He'll throw jabs and he'll mix it in smartly. Tyson was feinting too much. I think he thought Francis just wouldn't be able to read the feints, because that's what usually when someone who's a superior boxer, the feints work a lot, but it wasn't working in this fight. AJ will be smart. He won't be feinting as much, but he'll feint at the right time, and all he needs is a split second to feint, bang, land the overhand right, land the right hand, and that's it. Right, and I just think AJ will take him out later on in the fight, past 6 rounds, 7, 8. You know, I just think the fight will get stopped. I just think he will beat Francis up. I think he's the superior boxer, and I think that will show on Friday night. I just genuinely can't believe the amount of people who think this is a 50-50 fight, and Francis is just suddenly a world-class boxer. As I say, I understand he's got a hard punch, and I understand he performed better than we thought against Tyson Fury. But we need to see this fight. Now, if he performs again, it's another close fight, then I'll have to eat my words, won't I? I'll have to say, listen, this guy deserves his place at the table. Right? It doesn't matter how many fights he's had. If he's had 2 fights against Fury and Joshua, and they've been close fights, it doesn't matter what anyone says. That's enough to tell you this guy means business. So I will hold my hand up if I get it wrong in that aspect. I don't believe I will. I think Anthony Joshua will do the job that Tyson Fury should have done. I believe he will comprehensively beat down Francis Ngannou. I don't believe, apart from a puncher's chance, what is Francis going to do? He doesn't have the footwork. He doesn't have the technical ability for me to take Joshua out. As I say, yes, he can land a punch. He can punch. He's got a puncher's chance, but I still think that's all he has. And that's all you need in the heavyweight division. Granted, I get that. But he's facing a different opposition, a different kettle of fish on Friday to what he was facing in October. It's a different scenario. Right? Joshua is not going to overlook him. He's got a nice 10 rounds of footage to review. Right? He's in shape. He's prepared. Right? He's going to go in there and he will do a demolition job. And Francis Ngannou, and I think a lot of people will be surprised because they've put 2 and 2 together with Ngannou and professional boxing and come up with 5, in my opinion. They're just going off the Tyson Fury fight. Won't listen to Tyson not being in shape and not preparing properly. They won't listen to that. In their heads, Francis is that good and he was that good, and it wasn't a case of Tyson Fury being that bad. Well, I disagree. I believe Tyson Fury was that bad. Francis was better than we thought, but it was a mixture of that. Where Anthony Joshua is not going to make that mistake. He will take him out. You'll see. He's the far superior boxer. I don't believe that Francis Ngannou was a harder fight than Otto Wallen. I don't. People may laugh and may say that. I don't. You know, yes, he hits harder, but to prepare for Ngannou, he's going to be there. You know, he's going to stand in front of you. He isn't going to throw many shots as the fight goes on. If you set a high pace on him, and especially go to the body, he'll be sucking air and he'll be breathing heavily. Right? Tyson couldn't capitalise on his success because he was so out of shape. Right? Different. When Joshua has success, he's not going to be breathing heavily, or he's not going to not throw punches. He's going to pounce on him, right? And they are hurtful shots from AJ when he hits you to the body and he hits you to the head and he mixes it up. He's a good combination puncher, and if he's got his confidence and he lets his hands go, I believe it's an easy night's work. But at the same time, I don't think he is going to walk in front of him and just try and blast him out. He will know that the only chance Francis has is a puncher's chance, so he's not going to give him that opportunity. Right? This is a guy who's been in the Olympic Games. He knows how to win boxing fights, right, against high-level opposition. And what Francis brings to the table is a puncher's chance, and I don't think that is enough to beat Anthony Joshua on Friday night. If I am wrong, I will have to hold my hands up again. Right, and I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong, but I believe I will not be wrong in this case. So my official prediction is AJ will come out. He won't just walk up to him. He will throw a few jabs, double jabs, treble jabs, go to the body. He won't feint as much, but as I said before, when he does feint, he will do it smartly. Whereas Tyson was feinting and feinting and feinting, he will throw shots and then feint at the right time, and then land the big right hand. And he will land combination punches to the head and body. And I think he will just systematically break Francis Ngannou down. And as the fight goes on, the towel will come in, or he will stop Ngannou, or he will win a comprehensive decision. But either way, Anthony Joshua will not lose tomorrow night. That is not going to happen. Right. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with my assessment? Am I going to be wrong again with this? Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.